Hello guys, welcome back to the game Genshin Impact ម្ដងទៀតហើយអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាឥឡូវយើងមកបន្តជាមួយនឹងខ្សែរឿងរបស់ game Genshin Impact របស់យើងទៀតហើយគឺជា mission ដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើឥឡូវចាប់ផ្ដើមជាមួយវីដេអូរបស់យើងនេះមកចុះដូចអ្នកគ្នាឃើញខ្ញុំនៅកន្លែងនេះហើយគឺ mission ដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើគឺជា mission របស់យើងដែលយើងត្រូវធ្វើនេះអ្នកគ្នាគឺជា mission ដែលចេញថ្មីគឺមានឈ្មោះថា Windblume ខ្ញុំហៅដូចចេះព្រោះខ្ញុំគិតថាវាដូចជាអានអញ្ចឹងឥឡូវនេះគឺជាកន្លែងសាច់រឿងបន្តរបស់យើងថាតើមានអ្វីដែលយើងត្រូវមើលទៀតឥឡូវមកតនេះសិនមកចុះមនុស្សជុំគ្នាច្រើនណាស់អ្នកនេះមើល Hello guys what the freak are you doing
All right, looks like we're all here.
We not lost are we not late are we
We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today.
Okay
Kali put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down. That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts. No? Not funny? Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Is no one gonna interject? Is no one gonna stop him from explaining? Tự nhiên được hồi nào vậy? Interject.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. The bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt
We
may
killed
have an
them.
effect on the motor functions of flying life forms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something?
Oh, they're eating enough lavender meat loon where on have no offer. I say we put their material to the test.
Hey! Not you two!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
Ah, I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer.
That's not funny.
It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino.
Okay.
Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost
That is
like
clown.
different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windblume Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windblume as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Right.
Kale's Windblume. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt. There's also
Okay.
cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow it doesn't sound as nice.
Sino đâuខ្លួនឯងនិយាយអីត្រូវឲ្យ
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
I forgot I have it.
Well, you should. For the sake of our continued friendship. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Calx for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played
តែខ្ញុំ
cards
ហៅ
with
ថា
on
Yukiho
occasion,
តែមិនមែនទេ
had been to Inazuma
អា
for
ហ្នឹង
the
គឺជាហ្គេម
Irodori
អីផ្សេងមួយ
festival.
ទៀតមិន Yukiho
He told me
Yukiho
that
ហ្គេមវាយ
Calx was
ចឹ
a
ង
Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
Calx?
Gan យើងលេងមានតែបន្ថែមថ្នាំបពុលតែបើដាក់ trap card យើងអត់មានអញ្ចឹងវាអត់ទៅលុយអញ្ចឹង
I see. So, you
Yeah,
came
you
to
go home
Mondstadt
and
in
trap
search
card.
of calcs.
No, that isn't
Hey,
accurate.
spare card.
I came here
Trap
principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet
Special
numerous times,
summoning.
and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, Sim applies to you
Succeed
too, doesn't it?
Link summoning.
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Yep.
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels
Abyss.
somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Wow, your teacher's so nice. I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well,
What's up, your
for
joke?
starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
My jokes?
You like it?
You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
Strange? Really? Something?
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Cloud there. What the? Đấy, shit vọt thì mà mai bị kia không? Đấy, ai dạ lên đa
The
đấy.
base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
Don't let it get you down, Sino.
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Sino. I guess we'll have to do this again another day.
Okay.
Yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Kale seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking.
I get that feeling as well. Is she?
Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kale the chance to accept the blessing.
Oh, yeah! She's someone who needs your help.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
All right, we'll help out too.
Okay.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
I know how I can find out.
Uh-huh.
I will be back
Right.
Seelie.
Alright,
Shortly.
let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime.
Okay then. Ta. You know,
We're
I
back.
that. What the fuck?
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a 5th time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
What the hell?
Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since 2 of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours.
The
I've heard a
pleasure
lot
is
about both
ours.
of you from Kale.
Oh, really?
Why
Oh,
this thing
positive,
talk but I
I
don't know
hope.
how to talk.
You asked
Như
that
vậy mà,
last
nhưng mà đang
time
phải chơi
too.
vậy là phải riêng
Of
vậy.
course I was positive.
I'd
Là nhưng
say.
giấy là ba sẽ tiền.
We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
Yes, we should persevere our energy.
All right, I'll start packing up.
Everyone pick up and say their
You're gonna
goodbye.
get the tone deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you?
That right.
Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
Okay, let's go then. What should I go this time? Nơi ngay vậy? Ngay à? Đây à? Bột gà. Chùm. Nè. Đây không? Ngồi lề lưỡi. Đây không? Ngàn. Ồ, cái nhà. Apa cái pro sấy ngào là lại. Dạ, pro prap rồi. Tay anh tha sấy.
Paimon called it, tone deaf bard drinking
Mơ
as
mấy cầm đôi
usual.
pro đây. Tha
Why don't
tới
you
rồi
drink
trời
down and
tịch.
get your game face on? We've got some important questions for
Mốc
you,
sấy,
mister.
sầm lấy sấy, riêng cái và sấy.
Okay.
Tay tha pro. Nè, what the fuck. Về
So,
chẳng giống công
what do
thằng
you
vậy mà
make
ra
of
về
it?
chẳng đây. Yeah, any thought?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windblume Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Bây giờ pro hồi nè, đây là bẹ, sòm chương chẳng hay nâng bẹ.
This thing's worth a shot.
Xây kê miên anh đi nâng
Sounds to me like you want
nâng
to
đàm
hint
trù anh đi
or
tòa sấy anh kê bẹ hay miên so chứ mà được pro phía trái kê bẹ so đừng môi cái tôn ở dìa chẳng này đàm trù đây là nâng tòa sầm đạp mà được sấy anh kê bẹ chẳng mà được pro bẹ chẳng tòa tập bẹ anh slong tới ground mà đang này hai pro tới anh ấy bẹ trong này tham mà đứng sấy mơ mấy cái đây là sấy là ha cái tha pro nhắm mắt giờ hey cha gã cái apple bạch dạ thì thà phải ông pro sấy vậy việc tay luôn phải khác mới tới điện pro mày thì cho nên ta dừng này Did he mind? And a blessing for two birds.
A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor.
พักกะโหดว่าพักตองงอกมาพักอย่างนั้นอากาศตีตักเนี่ย Ok, ở đây dân thơ ca từ một tiền mà mở từ mạch ca đây lại nè. Vậy à, clay đá.
A flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Bad first.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first?
Just get to the point, Paimon.
Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news! Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
Whoa, slow down! Paimon's head is already starting to spin.
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be not of this world?
Alchemy. If by that you mean a flower from by this world, Abido did make something like that one.
Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper. It would render our search for the truth meaningless. I'd rather try and figure this out for myself.
Good girl then.
Could it be the Windblume?
Windblume.
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility. The Windblume doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves.
Tại cái điều bao nhiêu cứ
In which
Windblume.
case,
Okay.
the Windblume
Tại
doesn't
em hai là
exist in
Windblume rồi
reality.
nè. Windblume.
This
Windblume
does
là.
seem like a promising direction. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time! Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
Even a broken check is right twin a day. We are constructing on you for the race, Paimon.
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in,
Mày
say,
xa Paimon
2 days' time?
Sure thing. In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Kale about it?
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, and I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her.
Okay then. Understood.
Alright. Thanks so much.
It seems like I'm linked to the pack myself pay attention to the game this month. Because oh, it seems like everything is coming. What the? Okay, this is a quest. Quest. Oh, xin thoát thầm ấy. Thật màu. Ở tên mission thì hai trên ơi cho đo ngày na ngày đây đi đến rồi. Ấy xí kế nọ. Cả mà cốt tay mà sơ pra. Ơi shit. Lấy dương mission nè. Vậy nơi xa là P7. Ok. Tí P và tí P dương ở tao mà chạm là tí 7. Ta bà dân thơ là mission dương kho chỉ mùi nâng xây rừng bà dương mà thấy dần. Lấy dương xa thơ chỉ mùi nâng xây rừng thọt đẹp đó. Vế đây. Nhận thời trước hay khóc tí đây. Rồi nhằm mơ xây rừng giờ máu 2 giờ lọ chứ. Mà ta nói việc toàn tranh ở đó nè. Chả mơ chơi nào mới dòng thua video nó bánh. Tại vì sao phải mong thế này nào. Vì sinh báo nhập đạo video này một phù mà. Now I don't know what should I do. Cái khác lấy dân thua là TP thì mà nó đã mơ mong xong. Thì admin A xong đó mới lấy dân pram TP mà nó đẹp nè. Where is it? Ok, lấy dân thua cả. What the fuck? Chẳng làm đã là hô chứ. Mà phẩm bấy tơ mà đập pi 2 days later. Nên đằng bóng. Ok, hello.
Sucrose, we're here!
Oh,
Sucrose.
Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. And Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently,
Okay.
Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
And what is that all about again? Understood. How has progress been on your end?
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
That makes sense.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was a flower that is not of this world.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
You did can respect to you, you know.
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
All right, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too.
But
So it's not quite as simple as that.
the head and the struggling astrologer then.
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely counts.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident. And she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count?
Huh? Why him?
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor and an exceptional pathfinder. He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Oh my god. Just completed. Just starting, huh? แล้วยังจะประดานมาเลยมาลองเถอะจะสนนะเลย Hello, Kanye. What are you doing?
Hi, Kale. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
What kind of stuff you preparing? Seem to be whooping gift.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
Tell the truth.
So let's pick up where we left off.
Okay.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
Nah, whatever. Maybe they lose.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie. Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but... You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time. I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard. But from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example, When Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave, like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
The prophecies seem very strict.
No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie. Oh, Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
What gave you that impression?
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor, but he couldn't lie to save his life.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently. He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
All great question, but that say nothing about her identity.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume festival.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Lisa, perhaps? A
I
librarian
hear
understands
in the
books
song,
best, and
legends
aren't most
never
legends
die.
written down
Not anymore, but you have a point.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Maybe Kale. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh, do I count?
Of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
Are you eligible for this one?
I prefer
Sucrose.
to read things like an illustrated analysis of
Nhưng mà
alchemical
tới,
substances and their uses,
Mà tới
the
gã nhưng chẳng bị
fascinating
start ra
principles of
điểm. Tới
crafting,
nhưng
and
đang mấy cái này
hypotheses of life.
lên giảm ra lên giảm chứ chơi
Point
Cinema Pack.
taken.
Mà
Paimon didn't quite
bên dây dây
understand
nắng
any
hay
of
dân
this.
lì mày vậy. Một chơi đó này.
Clay might be a good
Chắc
choice.
giảm hai cua cấp
Her
tiền
mother,
chụp mình.
Alice, is a renowned traveling author.
Giờ mà lên
So,
giảm mày
I'll
mà
bet
sao phải
she's been
tiền tới
exposed
chơi.
to all
Hay
sorts of
hay
myths
cái
and
cái
legends.
dây dư tiệt bên prom dây lươn lươn đi. Chưa rồi.
Alright then, Klee makes the shortlist.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Okay, I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So, let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
Layer. Ok, lấy mission vô chập đa mấy. Tại vì mà đây là mission đây đi. Kiểu ở phía kèn vậy này.
Here we are, Lisa's lair.
Oh no.
Hãy đa man cho hiên.
That
Chắc
was a
ở
bad
dùng đa đấy.
choice.
Gàm.
Now Sucrose
Cái
is
shipper
using
chết
it.
đà
It's
là.
all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, There's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth. But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes. We came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord
Hey,
several
ngọt mẹ
times.
có thằng vậy về lắm.
But it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as your teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them.
Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
អូខេអ្នកនរនេះខ្ញុំគិតតែបន្តសាច់រឿងថ្ងៃស្អែកចោះព្រោះអីមើលទៅដូចជាវែងមែនតើជាមួយនឹងវីដេអូអូខេ We will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.